and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we are playing League of Extraordinary Adventurers. Okay. Last time, Esker finds out that he only tastes soap. Gets to use Savo's pipe and tobacco. Tastes like raspberry-flavored soap. Kepri casts Prayer of Healing and heals a large group. And Kepri notices Savo's eyes. The white part is black, and the iris is yellow. Saw the two of the tattoo artists from Needle and Things. There is Needle and Things excitement. Daedalus and Kepri went and talked to the Conduit, which is a fancier form of Warforge, along with the other Warforges. Finding Darren's hand, and they concocted a plan with Dimitri. You found out that Lavoira, Lamangelo, and Larangelo, or at least Lavoira, owned the Conduit and the Warforges, and that they were, like, making money. And then the wonderful awkwardness of your new friends trying to meet Dimitri, like trying to do like the eyes, like, hey, introduce us. You got tickets to the upgraded tickets to the Hellfire Spa, and they got Hellfire Spa tickets as well. Needle and Things was packed. Getting tats and such, artist claps and magic shows, invisible tattoos on the three. They have like a +3 casting, free shield, free tongues, like once per day. Realizing that attunement ability is possible, you can actually get implants along your spinal column and different areas to up your attunement slot ability. Find out that the three have some kind of enchantment. Okay, there's that. Now, what I want to do is I want to kind of backtrack just a moment, because I realized that Nathan and Neil did not get the walking up experience to Needle and Things. So, walking down the street of brightly painted shops, you see an odd building, painted black with a sign saying Needle Things. Walking into the door, the chime sounds like a growl. Art on the walls with prices. Two women are behind the counter. One bald with piercings that start under the lip with a dolphin bite and seem to continue over the bridge of her nose onto the top of her head. There are small chains twirling around her arms as she looks at you with black eyes, almost like a void. Not shark eyes, for they do not shine. They are matte black. And she introduced herself as Zergain. The other has long black hair with bangs, wearing a black dress. Desdemonia. Then there is the young man behind the counter. In his mid to late 20s, comes from behind the curtains with spots and a mohawk, like a mohawk, like mullet. Tufts of hair are near his elbows, and he grins at you all. His sideburns jiggle as he giggles, but for a moment as he tries to stifle it. His name is Fang. The fourth, she was the one that actually came out with the apron that was wiping the crimson from her hands, has long pigtails, blood red eyes, and pointed teeth. And her name is Adair. Just so you can kind of have those names and that visual. So when you're looking at Adair, she's got fangs, the red eyes, but imagine like a shorter version of like Sailor Moon, because the hair is like that, the pigtails are like that long.
Okay.
And we had kind of ended where I was just kind of describing how they were tattooing Savo. So they were like, because his tattoo went over his traps, shoulders and arms, and kind of his torso. Well, he actually took off some of his rings for payment for scarring.
Yeah.
So none of you guys have gone through the scarring process or any of that. So Fang, the one with the sideburns, comes up and he's got it. And he actually has. It's kind of like a woodworker's apron with all these chisels and knives and things, and so as Desdemonia is actually tattooing one side of him, he starts on his like around his torso, like his midriff, and kind of goes down to his thighs, scarring. Now the scarring technique actually is like swoops and things, but like it's cutting, and then as he's cutting, there's like a slight glow from his hand as it's instantaneously scarring. And let me see. I want to let you guys know actually what Savo chose. It's the heavy hitter scarring. Your attacks are as if you are one size larger. And then the other one was War Master's Pauldron. So he has he got the biggest tattoo he could possibly get, and so he has a +3 to hit now.
Nice.
So that's what's kind of going, and the scarring it is slightly raised, and they're and he does opt for some coloration within it. So there's Savo getting his tattoos and scarring. Now let's. Okay. Very cool. So there's definitely like a growling, like like big cats have a terrifying growl. You're kind of hearing that from Savo, like they turned him onto his belly, and as they're doing all of this. So who would like to go next, or do you want to go through the other guys that came with you? You've got Vern and Tiek. That also had things.
I kind of want them to go first, see what they're doing.
Okay.
Plus, I just want to see what they say in their silly voices.
Okay. So let's see here. That one. Okay, well, so Vern actually gets, he opts to do a special branding. So he's talking to Adair. So, like, not big on the fire and all. I'm more of the cold kind of vibe. So, like, this fever skin thing is pretty cool. Like, is there a way that I can maybe have that kind of like, cold based? And she thinks a little bit. She's like, I've always wanted to try the cold version of things. One moment. She kind of goes off and grabs this branding iron that is smoking because it's so cold. This is going to be fun. So if you want to go into like so where Savo was getting tattooed and scarred was actually kind of you go back to where Fang had come out from behind, and the room itself, there's like very similar to most tattoo parlors. You've got the different like stalls and everything, but if two artists are working on someone, they've got larger stalls. But if you follow Vern for the branding, that's a totally different area. Did you guys follow for the branding?
Daedalus would try to see as much as possible. He's probably never seen anything like this before.
Okay. Well, Daedalus, yeah. For for what Daedalus is actually possibly wanting, that is branding.
Nice.
So you walk down a hallway that descends, and then you go through these curtains that feel wet but don't leave like dampness on you. And you're just in this large chamber with candles surrounding, and there are pits with multiple flames and chunks of metal kind of jammed in them. And she went down before, and like she's wearing her light pink dress that the bottom looks like it's dipped in blood, because as it kind of fades up. And then she walks over with that cold poker, and she sticks that into a another hole that isn't flaming. This has been a new development. Just and she grabs this like, the best way I can describe this chamber, it looks like a sacrificial area. Yeah, so it's like you're in this big cylinder, and there's so where do you want your fever skin marking? And like Vern's like looking to you guys. You guys got any ideas?
You could do it on your back.
Like, how do you activate it? Do you have to slap it to activate it? Or like, how do... I could do that. Any other ideas?
Jeff, we can't hear you.
It depends on how big you want the tattoo. For branding.
Henley says forearm.
Forum? Oh, okay. Well, the brand itself is about this big.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dead center in the chest.
Oh,
In your
that's
neck.
a pretty... Oh, neck? Ooh. So, like, the one I'm getting, is this like only a one-time use thing, or is it like a once per day? Well, there's the options of the one-time use. It's usually far cheaper, but you won. And we want to make sure that that's proclaimed, that you were gifted. Your trophy is that you're wearing it. So I think the neck is a great idea.
Mm.
Well, I guess the neck, it is there then. So he kind of move, like, he doesn't have any collar or anything. He like just kind of rubs the area there. I guess right here. And so she puts these gloves on with her apron, and she's pulling this brand out, and then right onto his neck, and is just, ah!
At the same time, I'm rubbing my own brand.
Yep. But it's cold. You it's still a sizzling sound, but it's very interesting because he game mechanic wise, he is resistant to cold.
Mm.
But this is beyond sub temperatures.
Neat.
And so as she's putting that into his neck, she has a slight turn, and the tip, like the head of it, breaks off from the stick.
Ooh.
And so that
Uh-oh.
chunk of metal, like looks. You've definitely seen when someone takes molten hot like a hot poker or something, and drops it onto ice, and how it soaks in like that, melting the ice. Well, it looks like that, and it gets engulfed inside of his scales and then to his skin, and then you're seeing this healed brand mark on his neck.
Hmm. Fascinating.
Oh, what? Well, that didn't feel super awesome.
That did not look very pleasant.
And Tiek opted for the scarring, but he's requesting that only Vern be with him.
Nice.
Let's see here. So that's those guys. So you've actually seen like and then the tattooing. It's pretty interesting because some of the artwork she's using the rod and the tapping, like that old school way of doing things, like for the like some smaller intricate things, and then she grabs this strange contraption that's on this arm to doing some of the intricate like scrolling and things for the tattooing. So there's just a beginning introduction to those, and if anyone's getting piercings, of course, the one who does the piercings would be doing that for you. But who would actually like to possibly begin? I know Kepri, where you're getting it on your forehead, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I'm also gonna, well, what I would like is I would like for them to give me the more expensive tattoo in tune.
Okay.
Forearm, and then the mark of the forehead.
Okay. So you just remember you've got 2 attunement slots that are taken up.
When I do this or already?
When you do that.
Okay.
Because the tattoo like permanently takes up an attunement slot.
Yes.
Okay. So at the moment you've got 2 attunement slots open. So the one on your forehead, is that the one you start with, or do you start with the one on your forearms?
I start with the one on my forearm. This is bigger.
Okay. If you could roll me a d20, please, and add your Constitution modifier. Four? Okay, so you are already pearl white. But you begin to flush then. Like in your cheeks when she's doing this, and she's actually having to use that weird armed apparatus to do this. Could you describe what this tattoo is supposed to look like?
Yes. It's a sarcophagus wrapped in chains.
Sick.
Nice. Is it on the inner part of your forearm or outer?
The inner part of my forearm.
Inner? Like, okay. Awesome. Right or left hand? Dominant or non-dominant?
Non-dominant.
Non-dominant. Okay, cool. So as she's doing this, let's see here. We go here. As Zergain kind of walks up and kind of like with her matte black eyes, like looking into yours, making sure that you're okay. Like tries to like kind of walk through. Do you need any water or anything?
A glass of water would be nice.
So she brings you some water and like really stale crackers. That's sirens are going by my place. That passed. All right, cool. But you have that, and to do the tattoo, they actually rolled a natural 19, so it was actually a very fast process for that one. So could you roll a d20 and add your con modifier for your next tattoo upon your forehead?
2. Those are that one without my modifier.
Okay, and hers was actually a nat 1 as well. So, this is a very painful experience for you. It's probably because she's beginning to get fatigued. But it still turns out, this is just like pain tolerance and things like that, but I will say that you have you're down a few hit die, like
Okay.
just kind of choose how many you think you'd be. Like, you've experienced tattoos, so you're like, ugh, this is like the worst pain you've ever experienced on your forehead.
Okay.
So, and I know it's on your forehead there now. They actually are using like crushed up crystal and thing like that. So inserting lighting, that's when it would actually kind of sparkle. Most of the tattoos have a slight sparkle that way. But what kind of lighting would your tattoo specifically kind of show up on? Is it like starlight, moonlight, daylight, or candlelight, or something totally different?
It's a great question because I'm a palette elf. I'm gonna say moonlight.
Very cool. All right. Now, who is going next?
I
I
can't.
can-
Do you have
Oh,
a
go ahead.
clarifying question though?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I see that there is a barrier spell, but is that something that the barrier tattoo does at basic? Because the other barrier tattoos do armor class stuff, but I like the spell.
So in the tattoo section, because there,
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to that. It's the one that I had this picture with it, correct?
Maybe.
Yes. So like are you going barrier where the individual is like this and it's like covering multiple people?
Probably.
Cast time reaction, range 20 feet, centered on self. An arcane dome surrounds you and any creatures within 20 feet of the casting with 8d6 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one, that does not necessarily add to your armor class and stuff. That's just a specific one that you can actually do the barrier.
Yeah. That's okay. That's what I would prefer.
Okay. Now, this one, I did not actually have a description of the tattoo itself, but if you had like the single casting of it, a lot of people like would put something on like around their finger, just so they can like do it in their hand, or you could do the double, like do Constantine. Like, however, how would you like this tattoo to be activated?
On a finger.
A finger?
Like a
Okay.
ring.
Okay. Very cool. So roll me a d20 and roll your con. Okay.
Oh, it's plus my constitution will be 13.
13. Okay. It for someone that actually has a tattoo on my finger, you take it very well. You take it very well. So, and
Nice.
because of that, you can actually hide it underneath a ring.
Oh, okay.
And I do have to say, it's a very good thing that you guys are going to the Hellfire Hot, like the spa after this to help the healing process. Daedalus or Finley is going next.
Finley text in the chat forearm if we wanted to go through that.
That was for the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
stand corrected.
Yeah.
I can go, or if Finley wants to jump in, whichever. I'm happy.
Okay. Well, let's go you, Daedalus, for the moment.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do the dragon one that we talked about.
Okay. So you were with Adair in the branding room, but she actually brings out a. It looks like pretty much like a cross, and you're kind of strapped into it with your hands kind of outstretched.
Okay.
And then she just you hear her like kind of humming, as she's cranking, and it's like and she's like, then she starts whistling as she goes over and grabs this double brand. It's like a single holding portion, but there's these two parts that come off almost like a fork with the two brands on it, and she like shows it to you, and on each one is like looks like a dragon head roaring, very reminiscent of like the Mortal Kombat symbol,
Okay, cool.
like something similar to that, but each one looks a little bit different. And then she puts it in one of the flames, and whenever she does this, she's tapping her fingers and casting and doing different different somatic components, and then you hear like almost like a ding. Oh, it's ready. He grabs it, and then I wonder if you're gonna, or if you can feel. And as the smoke kind of billows onto your hand, because you have wooden components at different points in your body, so like there's little fires starting on you, and they melt in your hand, and then she does the twist, and then they soak into your palms.
Nice.
I need you to roll your d20.
I'm on it. Do I add a con modifier?
Yes.
That'd be 13.
13. All right, you this is a very interesting thing. Do you actually feel pain, Dallas?
I would not feel it the way an organic would,
the-
but I would be more in tune. Like, it's more than a sensor saying that the belt is loose. So it's like a mixture. It's like a unique kind of, because I bond with my parts. It's not quite an attunement, but it would be similar, I think.
Okay. Interesting. And so she started with a smirk, and then she just uncranks it and releases you, and well, that wasn't as fun as I thought it would be.
It was a unique experience for me as well. I'm just like looking at my hands over and over. I imagine that my parts are kind of like kind of moving all over as they kind of get used to this new thing that's inside.
Mm-hmm. And just a reminder for when you're using the brands, you actually spend hit dice.
Right.
Yep.
Yep. This one's pretty expensive, so I'm going to save it for.
That's
when
once.
I need it.
That's like once per day. But it spends a bunch of hit dice. So.
Okay.
All right, now Finley, if you're able, because it was the Ghast. Okay. A back piece, nice. Let me see if I can find that one. Is it lower down on? So it's lower down on it, okay. Near the bottom. Okay, if you could roll me a d20 and add your con modifier, please. Nice. And The tattoo artist rolled the exact same number. She rolled a 16 on the die, and it's much higher than that. How things end. Um, I'm trying to find the shadow manifestation just so I can, because I thought I had prices on it. Oh, 'tis the season where I need to have the AC going.
All right.
Yeah. I know you're good without it, but I want to see and make sure that if you actually have that, we can possibly do it. Or we can go back to it if necessary. Um, yeah, that one's 3,500, and it is a full back piece. Yep. Oh, let's see. Okay. Well, definitely make sure that you save it. Is there anything else that anyone else is wanting, possibly?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yes, Esker.
The Mark of the Sylvan.
Mark of the Sylvan.
Mark of the Elven, I can't remember.
Is that
Oh.
a brand, tattoo, or something else?
Looks like a tattoo.
Okay. Describe what it says in the text, please.
Says Sylvan magic runs through your veins, granting you the most common blessing of the Feywild. The wearer gains immunity to magical sleep and has advantage on saving throws against being charmed. This one Esker wants because he has trauma.
Yes. And there's no description on what it looks like, is there?
No.
So, something like this, I could totally see like a satyr kind of dancing, like playing his flute as one option, or just think of a sylvan creature,
Okay.
and kind of think of them in their element. There's options. I want you to kind of have some options there, Esker. So, but just roll your d20, add your con.
I got nat 20.
Nat 20, awesome. Your tattoo artist is extremely fatigued, a natural 1. So you are experiencing some not awesomeness, like they're being very heavy-handed, but it still comes out.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I am looking for my my note on the spa,
Okay.
because I know that's what your next location, unless you're wanting to stop by what the tide brought in or anything like that prior to that.
No, let's have a spa day.
Okay. There we go. So as you're you're leaving there, and a lot of you are pretty sore after your experiences. But you go to Hell's Fire Bathhouse. As you're walking up, it's next to what's known as Chisel and Grind, a interesting establishment that has glass weapons in the front. You go into this charred wood establishment, and standing behind the desk must be a 7-foot tall, gray-skinned woman with large black horns.
Nice.
And she's, "Welcome to Hell's Fire Bathhouse. How may we be of service?"
Daedalus is gonna kind of follow the lead of the other characters here because he's never been here and he's kind of still focused on his hands a little bit.
We're here for a relaxing day at the spa after some tattoos and some grisly battles, which... Yeah, grisly battles.
Oh,
We have these vouchers, tickets.
ah, thank you. Demetrius, one of our regulars. Do you want any refreshments? We've got some cocoa, teas, some punch, sparkling water, ales, wines, or juices.
I am okay without refreshments. Thank you.
Why?
Wine. We have some mulled wine. So they bring out the mulled wine, and just for the next 10 minutes, you have an advantage on. You're resistant to cold damage for 10 minutes, and you have an advantage on your next charisma skill check.
Okay.
So, Finley, same thing. And then there are treats as well. Like there's a pumpkin loaf, some toffee.
Everyone for sure eats some coffee.
The toffee, okay. Upon consumption, you gain a +2 bonus to your next 3 skill checks within the next hour.
You said a +2 or +3?
2, +2. Alrighty. So what are you wanting? Do you just want to have, you've got upgraded tickets. Do you want the group massage? Or
Big-
or not? That's fine.
Well, I mean, what is that? What is,
Saying, can you explain what the group massage is?
yeah, what does that mean?
Oh, you're just. Usually we do it as adventuring parties are there, and you're. Yeah.
That's good.
And so you're able to chat with each other and like that, but then as you're getting your massage, you can talk. There are some benefits to that other than bonding itself, as well as like the detoxification baths and things like that.
Yes, let's do that. That sounds normal.
Which one? The massage or the
What do you mean I can't do both?
You can do both. You can do both. So the detox bath, of course, you're going to be doing dunking.
Uh-huh.
There's of course the soothing bath, like it's a much warmer, like almost like a hot spring. Then there's the detox bath. You do hot, cold, and then they kind of, in all reality, they're beating you with almost like with reeds to get the toxins out of you.
This stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. But then the massage is there is you could be in a single room just getting a massage, or you can be in essence, it's like couples massage, so you can be like talking.
Couples massage.
Yeah.
I'm so in.
How do they have like a hammer and chisel for you?
Oh, this is gonna be
I would
very
sit in the
interesting.
corner while everybody else got their thing, and I would like work on myself, or like clean my parts or something while you guys are getting your massage.
Well, that's kind of never mind.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's like really creepy. So I'm and okay, so Lavoira, Lamangelo, and Orangelo come in like after you guys kind of get the little bit of the explanation of what you can possibly have, and they're like, well, we just want the so like totally the top tier package. We want all of it. And the receptionist is like, she like cracks her neck. No problem. And so like she lays down a bunch of platinum.
Okay.
Yep. So what are you starting with? The massage
Probably
first.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you who all do you want in the massage room?
Everybody that wants a massage.
Yeah. And I wouldn't participate, but I'll go sit in the corner. And
That is so creepy on so many levels.
I would be clearly visible, but
Yeah,
you know,
but
I
still.
just wouldn't benefit from a massage. I'm mostly metal.
Yeah. Well, the reason I was asking is like because like Tiek and Vern could be their own thing. Do you want Savo there? Do you want him separate? What?
She voted to put all of us in the same room.
Okay.
Yep.
That's so good.
All right. So 1 second here. Yep. So Tiek once again opts to only be with Vern. So you've got Savo. So. And Flower opted not to come again.
Oh.
Alright.
So you are covered and you're getting a massage from very well built tieflings, all of them different colored. Um, there is a he looks within his like mid-20s, but his like arms here are like blue, and then it kind of fades to a purple into his hands. So that was just kind of like interesting coloration that you're seeing. But as you're doing this, do do do. Um, okay, so because you went through the group massage for the next 7 days, each of you gains a +2 bonus to AC while they are within 30 feet of each other,
Nice.
Okay.
except you did, Alice.
Oh, that's okay. Makes sense.
Okay. So that's a pretty, like, it was a bold move doing massage right after tattoo and branding and scarring, I must say. But it was a very, very healing touch, I guess.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'm guessing are you doing the detox baths? I'm guessing.
Yeah. I would definitely do that one.
Did Alice is doing the detox baths?
Yeah, I think it fits. Soaking in the water and then I think it fits.
Okay. So you go into the really hot water, Daedalus. You dunk, and then you've got to hop out and go into the cold.
Okay.
And then you do that a few times, and then you lay on a table, and then they're taking these branches that everyone else smells it except you, Daedalus. This very like it's
Yeah.
almost like a citrus, like
Oh,
it,
nice.
and so like kind of working things out. So what?
I'm just imagining Daedalus smelling like a car freshener. And
Yep.
It's like a. That's a.
I'm
It's a
just
fine.
imagining they're like whacking him with these sticks basically, and he's like, very relaxing, and everybody's
Yes.
like
Yeah.
whacked repeatedly.
Yeah.
It hit
Um,
harder than the rest, probably.
Okay, so for the next the next week, whenever you make an ability check, you can roll a d4 and add that number to that ability check.
Nice.
So it's as if you're getting like, what is that? Guidance almost. Isn't that ability checks?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's just for the next week.
That's awesome.
And then you go to the baths. Now the interesting thing, Daedalus, like the water acts like regular water on your part. So you're like you stand up and water just keeps running out of you.
Yeah.
You've got to think of that. Have you ever seen a car taken out of the water when it's been submerged?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Just
imagining.
constant.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining whenever you get out of the water. Just
Yeah. I probably like mixed the temperature of the cold one because I was in the hot one first.
Yeah, you're messing with the dunking, but then you're in a very very comfortable hot bath at the moment, soaking,
Love it.
and you don't feel anything, Dallas. You're just in a
No.
hot bath, and I'm
No.
guessing around you, like I kind of imagine like an oil circle is kind of
Yes,
forming
you can
around
start
you.
to see it float. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the oils from the branches and stuff are like getting washed off of you, but everyone else would soak in.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see why you all do this. This is very relaxing.
Now I've got to ask the question: like, is everyone in the same room or is it just split?
That's a good question. I guess assumed we were all in the same one, but you guys can vote however you want.
I'm fine to be in the same one.
Okay.
Mixed baths.
All right. Well, the reason I ask is not because of that. Is actually because of the three. If they would come in too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yes. So you guys are you got there first, so you're actually and so Savo is like he's got this wet towel over his face and like you're seeing the tattoos on him and his fur wait, I don't want to miss something from Neil.
Okay.
This down.
No, he's definitely not face down. So, okay, that's awesome. And Savo's got this. So the you know how you're on the edge of the pool, like with just your head down, you're kind of floating up. So you're seeing on his back the someone that has that much fur that's been shaved and then like tattooed, but you're noticing as you're soaking in the bath, his fur is slowly growing back almost as you're watching it, and any redness you have is leaving around your tattoos.
Nice.
So when you actually take a bath, when you use these baths, you automatically gain all your hit dice back. And then after this, I need to roll. You all have 12 temporary hit points for the next, well, until, yeah.
Nice.
God.
So the three come walking out after you guys are, unless you guys, are you having a conversation or are you just soaking?
I would follow everybody else's lead, content to do whichever.
Did you say you could see why we do this? Did you say that?
Yes, I did say that.
What did you say?
Earlier when I said I can see why you do this. It is
Oh,
so
yeah.
relaxing,
Okay.
or whatever it was. I don't remember
Yep.
exactly what word you used.
You find this relaxing?
Well,
Or is this performative?
I am not performing, but it is not entirely relaxing either. That said, I did need a good cleaning, and it is good for team morale and camaraderie. Imagine his arms will never go below the water either. So if I'm like walking, they stay up, or if I'm resting, they're on the.
You just need the arm sleeves.
It'd be so funny.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was just, I don't know. I was thinking of something that Esker was saying. I'm just like, no, he would be happy as a clam.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Eat
Minus the
pieces.
soap flavor in his mouth.
Oh yes, minus the soap flavor in his mouth. So I guess you are all just enjoying this, and you're definitely hearing like almost like a purr happening from Savo.
Nice.
which is kind of unnerving because like the water itself is kind of like the resonance from him, and then the three walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So like that was the top tier. Whatever. Like they're definitely like super red. Like they were on the verge of like looks like they have almost welts from the detox. It looks like whoever was doing that was just like taking out aggression on them.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for all the money.
Sanctioned feeding.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, and then they slip into the water and they're like, "Oh, this feels pretty nice." And then the welts are kind of leaving, and they're as the redness is kind of leaving, you're seeing a bunch of like the beautiful tattoos that are like invisible, kind of glowing on them. Esker, could you roll an Arcana or whatever would be better, an Arcana, a History, or even a Perception?
Wow. Okay, so Arcana, History, and Perception. Upon review, we're gonna do Perception,
Okay.
and it's gonna be a 22.
22, awesome. So when they it would be Lavoria, you're actually noticing like when she's moving her arms in the water, it's like her. You see like three arms kind of moving, just slightly off time
Yeah.
in that one arm. And then she brings her arm out, and it's perfectly timed again. You can roll an Arcana to see if... And with that perception, you definitely notice that she raises her eyebrow because you were definitely staring at her while she was hopping into the water.
What?
Oh.
Is
In your head, like, I don't blame you.
It's not wrong to look.
Yeah, but roll an Arcana, please.
Wow, I'm worried. I'm worried because these rolls are really good.
Okay.
19.
19. With that, you're like, okay, so you know that they've had modifications with attunement, because like along their backs there was like some glowing, but with that three arms thing, along with because each of the arms had different tattoos. So in essence, they have 3 layers of skin that each have their own hidden magics. With your 19, you know that is possible, but it's not usually a good thing to have that done.
Okay.
Let's see here. 19. Yeah, you just that with a 19 you know that. So
Okay. Well, you already told me, so I can't do it. Never mind.
what do what? Do what?
I technically add 1d4 to that?
Actually, yes. So you roll the d4.
Well, it's gonna be at least 1. But it was 2, so 21.
21. Well, it is over 20. So you know that so if it would have been over 25, you would have known how the process happens. Now, being that it's over 20, you know that how do I word this? Just over 20. You know that someone is not alive to make that happen.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
It's an interesting illusion with the water there.
Well, what do you mean?
It's just interesting that the water is kind of casting multiple. I have had a drink, so I will say it could be me.
A lightweight, it seems.
I have had multiple drinks throughout the day, and then we have been detoxifying and cleansing, and our blood has been flowing because of the massages, and could add to the, you know.
All right.
And Capri's eyes are like going to ask her, going to her. Ooh, actually, if I use my mark of the telepath, can other people sense me just like using that?
No.
I would like to reach out.
Okay, so the mark of the telepath, if I recall, it acts just like the bard spell, second level spell. Oh, or is it the same thing as open mind?
What I have says you can extend your consciousness to meet other minds, forming a mental channel. Thoughts, emotions, and images flood over the connection as your minds meld, overwhelming your senses for a few seconds. The wearer may use message cantrip at will without having to use any components.
Okay. Let me actually. Okay, so it's not as powerful as I was thinking it was. Okay. So there is a spell where you can like read surface thoughts. Um, called Detect Thoughts. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell, and as your action, uh, you can focus your mind on a creature that is within 30 feet. Um, you learn detect thoughts. You can learn like surface thoughts and things like that. This you're just kind of getting images and things like that. So who are you kind of focusing on at the moment?
Well, if I'm just gonna get images and stuff, then I don't think I'm gonna use it. I was trying to see what Lavoira was like, if she's how she's feeling, basically the vibe of this interaction.
Well, with images and emotions.
Oh yeah, okay. I could use it.
Okay. Um, with this interaction, her emotions are not like angry at all. it's more like kind of playful banter to her.
Do I get the vibe that she's trying to be deceitful?
Roll me an insight.
I can do
You're
that.
gonna do that with advantage,
Yes.
and you get a D4.
Let's go. $23.
23. Uh, you definitely get the sense that she does not feel that she needs to be deceitful to anyone around her, because it doesn't
Okay.
really matter.
Okay. Cool. Well,
Do you focus on anyone else?
yeah, I'm actually gonna focus on the Dallas. Because I'm trying to figure out what is a robot. What's the vibe of this robot right now?
So
Sitting in
it's
this.
emotions and images. Very interesting. So like it's not necessarily even your surface thoughts. If you're thinking about that, it's even broken down even like less than that.
Yeah, you're. When you, I don't have to roll. I can just tell her, right?
Yeah, like as long as you're like not looking at people and like almost like dissecting them, that'd be great. Just saying. I just
Yeah.
like
What you're seeing actually is another time that something like this happened, and you're seeing the color of like the emotions that I felt on that time, and different faces of a group of some kind of military or paramilitary group in a forest with some kind of interesting trees, where we were sitting, or they were sitting rather, in warm water that just occurred naturally. And just that was the first time I had experienced positive camaraderie, and so I'm reminiscing on the two comparisons there, in the way that my robotic brain does.
Okay. I'll say that.
Not much deeper than that right now.
cool. Did you try to continue that conversation with Lavoira Esker or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you feel it necessary to cover up your power? Do you fall under the philosophy of walk quietly and carry a very large stick, or you fall under the philosophy more of our friend Sabo?
What's Savo's philosophy?
I mean, you look at him and immediately the lame man would immediately cower in the boots.
And he's like
Whereas-
turning with like the towel like barely over his eyes. Huh? And she like does that like the very inappropriate stretch in a bath. It's just our family's policy to keep things under wraps. It's a lot more fun when people don't really know what's going on. Oh, you have no idea what Daddy has on prep.
I can only imagine.
And you did have a 22 when you did your perception. So if you recall the tattoos that you originally saw were like she's got like a +3 to her casting and things like that. She can also cast tongues like one, and then a few things like that. When she was moving her arm, you saw 2 spells, like larger ones. So she has like a free casting on that one arm for like fireball,
Hmm.
but it's not. It's definitely not just the. It's not the third level version. It's like like,
Okay.
it's a little higher up there, so it like took up more of the arm, and then the other spell. You just definitely noticed another intricate spell with 22.
Okay.
So I notice you have quite a few common tattoos, and I
Mhm.
notice you do have. Is your brand covered up or no?
No. Well, loosely, there'd be like a towel on my shoulders. But I mean, so no, if you look at it, you're gonna see it.
Okay. She just brings up the tattoos. And then she moves closer and then she points to, like, what you have regular tattoos, right? Like sailor's tattoos?
Yeah.
Okay. She starts pointing and asking about them, like where you got them.
All right. Well, I got this one for crossing this body of water, and
Oh.
this one I got for however many boats I was on. This one I got for surviving through this many battles at sea. You know.
Oh, very nice. So, like, mine really. I got this one for graduating, so that was pretty neat.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So some of your tattoos tell stories.
Not many, but something.
What's your favorite tattoo?
Oh, mine? Hmm. I haven't really thought about that. I've got this one here, and she like points like, and then like as she does this, it kind of glows. But and she's like, if I go unconscious, um, those that are around me that caused it will be very unhappy.
Mm.
That would perk Day Dallas's interest, and he would start listening, but he wouldn't interrupt.
And then so she starts. Let's see, where'd she go? Describe anything more than that. Yeah, she's kind of in a braggy mood, so yeah. So it pretty much would have the effect of a fireball centered on me. But something comes from another realm to guard me.
Mm.
Does the fireball hurt you? Or let
No.
it go?
That's why I like it. I've never seen it happen, but I like to know it's there.
Yes, it's good to have security.
Yeah, that's why we. This way, we don't have to have, actual security walking around with us.
Mm.
Oh, and by the way, when you cast sleep all that while ago, we just laid down.
Did I do that?
Yep, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Gosh, you guys are such good actors.
Oh, we were pretty plastered, so it was pretty easy.
Mm.
There's a three
Sure you didn't pass out.
No.
Honestly, you got me because I don't remember what we were talking about in that moment.
Oh, you don't remember. Let's see here.
No.
Rhaegoth was wanting to leave us there unattended. And then you definitely brought up that we had um, rich families, and to keep us safe, would most likely get you money.
Yeah, old habits die hard. I'll admit that one.
Dang, and above the table, I think Kemper's the only one that had pure intentions at that point.
Yep.
Mm.
And I have not listened to that episode in a year, and the memory of it just kind of flooded me at the moment. That's pretty awesome.
So you just don't care?
About a lot of things, no.
Yeah. Is it the power or just upbringing? What do you think? That, uh, what do you think has nurtured that sort of air about you? Not critiquing. I'm just curious.
Well, upbringing definitely. A lot of us not having a whole bunch of hardships. I know that would really morph us to be different. Um, and also being taught a lot of different things, but then also the years of experience at the academy definitely gives us a confidence. Um, and you are noticing she's not using like um, her Valley Girl accent is not there at all.
Okay.
And it's only started when you guys were here. There's nobody else around.
Okay.
Yeah. But Lamangelo and Orangelo definitely are still talking like that. And like they're splashing each other and being like annoying college kids. And so like we go and we have fun in different towns. And then Daddy always beckons me back to go to another academy for another year. So
Above
This-
table, do you guys already know who Daddy is?
I was just about to say, who's your daddy?
Yeah, no, we know who he is.
That was gonna come across.
I might have missed that part of the campaign if you guys already know, so
Yep.
I want to ask if you.
that was the beginning part of
It's
their
like, you're right, that it was the very beginning.
Yep.
He's on a council, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he is. So all three of these girls are the daughters of two of the 14 mages of the ruling council. And Lavoira's dad is Lindsay, and Lamangelo and Orangelo's daddy is Galamax.
Mm-hmm.
There's your little lore drop, everybody. Make sure you write the notes for your D&D DM.
Yep.
I try.
Do you want to actually go to these academies, or is it just something you do for your dad?
I originally wanted to, then I stopped wanting to, then I wanted to again. Now I just don't really care.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
Well,
Because it sounds like you're doing what Daddy wants to do, but what do you want to do?
Good question.
I'm kind of doing that right now.
Was good. Was good.
You just have to do things you don't want to do sometimes to do things that you want to do. And so, do roll an insight, Esker. And Kepri, if you're listening to this as well.
I will roll because I am.
Okay.
Uh,
Remember, you add your D4.
oh no. I knew that. I knew it. I was expecting this.
24.
24. Okay.
A gentlemanly 6.
Nice.
Yep.
It seems to you, Esker, that she is definitely just kind of saying the way it is. Kepri, you caught when she was talking about having to go to all these academies. She's not saying everything. Like there is a pause when she was talking about that.
Like she's hiding what else she has to do.
Yeah, what she has to do at those academies.
Blood magic, blood magic.
Why does your dad send you to these academies?
Well, originally just to kind of prove that like our family and the council all were better than the others. Because Lamangelo, Orangelo, and myself, we always. Each of the academies is supposed to be 5 to 25 years. And we kind of learn their curriculum in like a few months. At least that's how it kind of started. So.
And then what happens?
Well, we graduate and then we get to move on to the next one.
And you're just there to learn the curriculum?
More or less. What are you trying to figure out, Kepri?
I just want to know how you guys learn so fast. I think that's incredible.
Yes, we're quick studies, but arcane magic has a few things that are far more simple than a lot of people realize. And those that teach it don't tell the little tricks that actually would speed things up. So, and then she kind of taps your forehead tattoo, Kepri. Things similar to that kind of speed things up. If someone's teaching you something, but they're just trying to teach you the basics and just to build from it, well, I already have a lot of the basics. I can skip a few of these things. Or they might think of something. And we were taught how to be very good learners and to never miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
Love stable. I'm getting weird vibes.
I know.
I imagine Kepri would also like something internal would be going, but she doesn't know what it is.
All these
these
organic
are
they're so
observed.
What was that?
Okay. I cast message to Esker.
Okay.
And I say, basically, it's Kepri going, bro, what? And a bunch of question marks.
What do you mean?
Like, are you getting a weird vibe? Question mark.
I mean, hmm.
Okay.
Well, hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
But these girls are all elves, right?
They seem to be
No.
human.
They seem to be.
What?
Well, I too seem to be human.
I do not, but that's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
So Salva actually, like, turns and, like, moves the towel. So, how many academies have you graduated from? That'd be... Lamangelo and Orangelo, those are... Is that like 10? I'm at like 18.
Okay.
And we're usually there a year or two.
Okay.
And remember, they look like they're in their mid-20s.
Yeah, that's why Kepper's like, how old are you? That's a lot of school for someone who looks as young as you guys do.
Do you actually
Well,
say that?
I mean, did you say it out loud?
Kepri?
Yeah.
The age?
Yeah.
Oh, how old do you think we are? I didn't ask you, ask her.
It's impolite to ask a lady's age. I know.
I would say, I mean,
I too am also. I look younger than I appear.
you look in your 20s.
That was a while ago.
Hmm.
Not that I'm trying to guess your age, but I do love games. So, when's the earliest one can enroll? That is something far beyond anything I've ever been capable of. So,
Oh, the earliest you can enroll into the academy is
you're like 13, 16?
about like that. But I had to go through my initial schooling at home.
So you were homeschooled and you graduated early from that to then do academy?
Yeah, a long time ago I did, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want this to be a game? Can we play a guessing game?
Oh, I'd love to play a game.
Okay, alright. So 18, a year or two. So let's say a year and a half for that. 1.5 times 18 is a number.
That's very true.
I'll get there. I'll get there. You, the metal, 1.5 times 18, please.
What'd you say? I was laughing at the metal one.
1.5 times 18, please.
He's asking you to be a calculator.
Oh, dude, I got you. 27.
Okay, alright, so we'll go 27. We'll say you were finished homeschooling at the age of 10 because number one, daddy's ambitious, and number two, yeah. So we're gonna go with low ball 37.
Oh, I didn't tell you about the few years I took off.
Oh. Alright.
40?
So you've omitted some details, and that's okay, but
Let's. So I took a few years off and kind of did my own thing out of Daddy's shadow. It didn't really end very well because he caught up. Um, just kind of thought about. I guess that would be my rebellious stage. Um, but it was fun hanging around the Drachnas. You can roll a history.
Isn't that where Teak and Vern are from?
No, they are. Tiek and Vern are from Vivors.
Oh yes, thank you.
I got a 16 on history.
11.
11. You've both heard of it. Capri, reason you're 16. That was like 200 years ago. There was a rebellion.
Yeah, right.
It was like really bad. um, and like that was they. Yeah.
Are you like over 200 years old?
So.
It's not a bad thing. That we're just guessing.
What?
Esker, don't be a sore loser.
I am a sore loser, and you know why? Because my face looks like this, and theirs looks like that.
Well, money can buy a lot of things, Esker.
I mean, it can.
Yes, and lots and lots of practice with magic.
Mm.
Okay. So why aren't you on the council? Or, hear me out.
Hear me out. Has it gone to the point where Daddy's little girl is really the puppet master, and Daddy is just... You don't want that job.
No, I do not want to be on the council. I don't want to be telling a whole bunch of other people what to do unless it's to get me a drink. Now, the council is 14 very old, powerful mages thinking that they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be partying with my friends.
That's nice.
I think I can sympathize with that.
Yeah. And it's just, it would be just so boring all the time needing to know what everyone was doing to make sure that you had total control over it.
Yeah.
Always scared of things. Oh, that's just silly. So, should we go somewhere to drink after this? I think that'd be a great thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Love that idea.
So, are we going to be in this side of town or our side of town that our hotel's in?
We're happy to go to your side of town if you
Oh,
think that better place to go.
Could
Or at
definitely
least
be fun.
Ooh. Ah. Is there a chance I can ask you for a small, very minute favor?
Me?
Yeah?
What's the favor?
A stupid idiot who has been the bane of my existence since I have basically arrived in this city gave me a cursed dagger. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying it is. Upon his death, this stupid bubble wizard, don't know if you've ever heard his name. It should be Derek Dingbot. Dipswitch, I don't know. It starts with a D. I can never remember it. 'Cause
Okay.
The dagger makes my mouth taste like soap, and I can't really enjoy a lot of things right now.
It doesn't necessarily sound. Wait, that could be a curse. But it's. Oh. I think it's two things. So, that little knife. I'm guessing it's the knife that you blow bubbles out, and you can pop it with the knife.
Yeah.
So, if you enchant things wrong, there are side effects. If you cut corners, there are side effects.
Okay.
So, if someone. But then if someone cut the corners and then added a curse to it, it becomes far worse. Do you know any, like, a lot of, like, actual curses you can have, like a cleric or something take care of, but that's from an item. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily just a remove curse kind of thing. It's more of a, you've got to find where that that item was made and get rid of it.
Yeah. Kipper, do you do, you know, you...
What would that be called?
Do you do blessings?
It's dispel curse, I believe.
Hang on.
Do you bless, do you curse? Yes, no?
I do.
You We're getting somewhere. Although, go figure, he would cut corners.
Remove curse.
Remove, okay.
Okay, yeah, it's at my touch, all curses affected one creature or object, and if the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded.
Great. We will test this out once I become robed again.
That's
Alright.
good.
Robed again.
Best of luck.
Well, yeah, right now I am disrobed. I am re-robed.
Mm-hmm.
Daedalus.
Hey, I'm not.
Buck naked.
Like Daedalus with all of his, like, his oil field around him.
Yeah, 100%. I do not understand your fascination with clothing as organic things, but to each their own, I guess.
It covers the most important bits.
That's like armor
The heart.
for
This I understand. I myself am practically covered in armor.
Okay.
So Savo's like, Wait. You're just walking naked all the time?
Yes. I do not wear clothes the way you do, nor do I believe that my form was given sensitive bits the way yours was.
It's very off-putting to look at your face because I don't know where your eyes are going. And he kind of turns.
That's funny.
It's just every day I learn something more new about automatons that just makes me feel the way I feel about them even more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That clanker.
Clanker.
Oh my gosh.
I know you have no intention of making Esker like racist against robots, but it's
No.
so great.
It'd be a speciest. Actually, no. By definition, because they are a different race. So yes,
Yeah, technically, yeah, that's what I was thinking. He technically is.
it's actually it's more appropriate for the way that the term is said.
It's he's a creation. There ain't no species or race.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Oh, what is that?
I'm an objectist.
Like the Amish?
Oh no! Oh
You're
no!
Spanish and Amish target.
Yeah, now return to your ways. Be not embracing the way of them wicked lightning folk. Return to the simpler times of curdling and churning and cutting.
We need a fighter or a barbarian that is like that.
Okay, an Amish barbarian. It's so funny that they
Oh my gosh!
he just starts raging at like modern technology.
Yeah.
These like computers. But he like blacks out like because the rage.
Oh my gosh! He's gotta have the hat too.
And he just all he does is scream blasphemy.
Yeah, yeah, and he whittles. Just he whittles like ducks or something.
All right, you've convinced me.
Okay. Well. And what we're gonna do is like as you guys are having that awkward conversation about clankers, we're gonna end our session while you guys are still soaking in the bath, and we'll chat about characters and things, I guess. Till next time.